Okay. Yeah, we'll get to it. Like I said, as soon as I get a little free time, be more than happy to. You saw my work schedule. All the free time I have goes to that bullshit. That are class right now. In fact, I got... Oh, shit. What time? Okay. I got class today. And I gotta go back into the office. Finish up some shit. And we'll trim some of these. Let's get this pulled down. And whoop. And those have been pulled too far out now. Let's see if we can rotate those in a little. And these sections really don't need to be perfect because these are just fillers for more or less the rest of the environment. And we're going to fix these side pieces here. Not quite sure again the full direction we'll take, but we do need to shave these, so we'll get those in a second. And fix some individual cutting here. This is where it gets to be a headache at times. But this is what really makes or breaks a lot of environment things, is just kind of getting this exactly how you want it, you know, to portray a certain type of environment or feel or yada yada yada. And these maybe a little too high in there. You know what? Let's offset this a little. Just so we don't have a lot of the same running pieces. There we go. That's why I wasn't looking quite the same as how we wanted. Turn that in slightly, pull this in. Save it. Because at any time this could crash. And then we're up shit creek without paddle. Okay, and we'll trim these pieces down. I know what you're thinking. Damn, this looks like shit right now. Because that's what I'm thinking. But I promise, once you see exactly what the finished part is, you'll be like, damn, that's dope. I'll be like, yeah, no. No, actually, most of the time when you're modeling, you're going to have that same thought if you are like, damn, this looks like shit halfway through being finished. But also remind yourself that you aren't finished. There's a lot of shit. Like, we have a lot to do to this little piece to make it one type of modular. We can do some roof variation and color and shit. So there's still a ton left. Stylish. I guess that's the word. But it's just something you best practice is not to beat yourself up until it's finished. I see a lot of people that are new to this that just delete all of their shit because it doesn't look good right off the bat. But that's part of it. That's why we're doing this trimming. That's why we're spending so much time on a fucking roof. You know, because it's not just about one piece. It's, you know, what it looks like as a whole once we're finished. Wrong one. Stand by. There we go. And so what we'll do to get the kind of sides cornered here is we're going to fake it. We'll grab these with this tool. We're going to add just enough stretch effect to kind of cover the sides here. And that one may need to add a piece. Same here. Yeah, well, it happens, and it's part of kind of growing in this field is, you know, learning to, one, give yourself a little more credit than what you are, because we are our worst critics. You can have people all day long tell you your stuff is great, but until you see it as halfway decent, you don't believe it. So you end up taking a lot of that out. And then it, you know, in the long run, you do end up regretting sometimes. Like, you know, there's pieces I have, or at least I had in the past, that I would almost kill to get back now, just because in hindsight, they were a cool, like, learning piece. Just something that I could look back and say, in comparison, wow, I was shit awful. I shouldn't have done it this way, or blah, blah, blah. And something else color forces us to do here is be a little bit more precise. So with those black sides, you can really see down the sides here, something needs to be added, and we need another line down here. So something that really kind of stands out is the black, and that's why color is important. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a fairly easy kind of corner piece here. We're just going to take this edge, bend it out, at least get somewhat of a decent angle. And let's grab these faces here. And this one's kind of easy, because all we're going to be doing is just taking a piece, pulling it down, and duplicating that over and over again. Just give us a corner line of what we'll actually pull in. And these are easy. We'll just combine them. And what we'll do is, again, we're going to freeze the transformations, and we're going to delete the history and the non-deformer history. And we'll just go through and select a couple of these faces, make them dark purple. Select more of these, make them dark gray. And select the remaining ones and make these gray purple. And we'll take that, we'll bring it into the corners. And this is going to take just a little finessing to get how we want. But lucky for us, we have soft select tool. All right, we at least want to line it up with a corner here. Get right there. And we want this kind of under the pieces. So give me a second here. Let me get comfortable, because this is going to take some finesse. It's probably more important just to get this top piece lined up correctly, because this is the piece that's going to be kind of the cornerstone of the rest of this. There we go. And let's just okay, what we'll do then, we'll move it manually. No, we're gonna need all of this. Excuse me, sir. There we go. We're just gonna try to pull it in a little bit to match that corner. What am I rubbing against here? Oh. Let's see if we can't just ease it into the corner here. We need to pull it out a little. It's a weird angle, so it's kind of fucking with the geometry, which is fine, because that'll probably work right there. And ton of tweaking to go. And what I may do is just do one and then fast forward and show you guys what the other ones would look like after we're done with the process. And we'll adjust this one too, because we're going to need it. Let's see here. Let's rotate it. Damn it. You know what? There's my problem right there. Didn't have it rotate on the fucking right axis. There we go. And pull it out just to give it. That looks rough. Let's do this. Let's pull these parts out while we're working on that, just so I can see what's there. Did I really take that one piece I made? Sure did. Okay. Life lesson learned. Better yet, what we could do, let's try this. Let's do something like this. So some houses have like this wood trim that comes down over the roof. So let's see what that would look like. And here we're cheating. Sometimes it's easier to cheat. And realistically, this whole project is a big cheat.